Yes, okay, so today we're back, Tutorial Tuesday, you know how we do. I am not in that dope court, which was in the thumbnail, sorry about that. We actually just got kicked out, looks a bit like this. Got kicked out, let's see if we can find him over there. Yeah, so apologies for that, however, right now we're gonna get into it. It's 3 advanced Akkas, they look a bit like this, let's go. Okay, so the first one is Around the World Akka 3000. We're gonna break it down into 3 simple steps. First one, it is inside Around the World flicker, like so. If you get this down and you can get it to a good height, I always say around hip height, well, that's gonna be good. We move on to step 2. So the second and third step is gonna be the Akka 3000 itself. If you haven't got that down, hit this tutorial and you will get it down. But how this is gonna work, we're gonna do the Around the World flicker. However, we're not gonna control it. We're not gonna do this touch.
Nope.
We're gonna flick it up directly straight and then we're gonna turn. I'm right footed, I'm turning towards my left, okay? If you are left footed, you will turn towards your right. And the key to this trick is a high flick up. The higher the flick up is and the straighter it means that we're gonna be able to put our foot down, still have time, and now we're gonna do step 2, which is control it with our weak foot calf. Do this, bend the strong leg, put it out, gives us a high surface area. When it hits here, we're gonna carry on turning, look over our shoulder, I'm looking here, and now I look here, fully extend, and then we're gonna hit the Akkas. So it'll look a bit like this, 1, 2, 3, just like that. Sounding kind of cool. Yeah, and that is the first Akka. It is a difficult one, however, you can definitely get it down. It looks super stylish at the end of your combos. So do a combo, do this, tag me at Panna, and I'll share the best on my page. Let's go. Okay, number 2, this is the Atw Akka. You know how we do this move is crazy. It looks a bit like this. Easy Man's famous for it. Hanny's famous for it. Paul Pogba's done it. Crazy move, it's time for you to do it. And once again, we're gonna break it down into 3 easy steps. The first one is the flicker. I'm right footed, it's gonna be on my strong foot. I'm gonna roll it back and I'm gonna flick it up behind my other leg. So it looks a bit weird from a different angle. Instead of trying to flick it up in front of me, I'm gonna wait and I'm gonna go here. And instead of flicking it up by putting my toes under and going up, like so, I'm actually gonna scoop it, okay? So I'm gonna go behind me, straighten my leg, and then I'm gonna lift. Okay? And I kind of bend my leg as I lift, but it's straight. So behind my leg, lift. I'm always watching the ball, so I'm looking down and then across my shoulder a little. Here, you see? As per with all Akkas, we're gonna want the flick up to be high, so we've got more time to control it for step 2. Step 2 is gonna be a calf touch once again, which will then be followed by extension, kick away of our weak foot. Stop. Looks a bit like this. We're gonna flick it up. We're then gonna put our strong foot down. 1, 2. If you can't get the flick up too high, it's not a problem, because as long as it gets high enough to be here, we can flick it with our calf and raise it higher for the final touch, okay? So if it's a low flick up, you can bring it up with your calf. So that's one way to do it. If you want to do it around your opponent, you're obviously going to have to push it out and kick forwards. What's also a good challenge for all of you out there who can do the Around the World Akka and who've got this one down? Well, it's time to combine them both. What you're going to try and do, Atw Akka, Around the World Akka 3000. You might have seen me hit it in the fatty video. It looks like this. However, I think that's pretty much everything for the Atw Akka. One thing to try and avoid is a lot of people do Akka 3000 really fast and they just kick their leg. For the Atw Akka, we're going to have to be precise with it. We're going to have to really control it and take it at a good time, alright? So you can't rush this skill. You just got to do the flick up, the touch, and away. 1, 2, 3, just like that. That wasn't very clean, but do you know what I mean? It can't be a fast motion, it's just got to be with the motion of the ball. And that's that. You'll get it down in no time, I'm sure. Now it's time for the third one. This is my favorite one. Let's go. Okay, the inside Akka, this is a famous one. You have all seen me do it. However, we're going to take this up a level. This is the advanced version. This is Atw, made by Izzy Hitman. Looks like this. Okay, so this move is also in 3 steps. You know how we do. First 2, very simple. What it is, the inside Akka, we're going to roll the ball back to us on a slight angle, okay? So I'd go on a diagonal. I'm going to have it on my left foot, my weak foot. I'm going to roll it towards my right foot, just like so, okay? Just like that. I'm not rolling it straight. I'm balanced, I've got my leg out wide, and I'm gonna roll it across my body. When I roll it, I do it slowly, and then I put my foot down, and I put my weight on this leg. With this part of my foot, I'm gonna scoop under. With a bent leg, I'm gonna scoop under the ball, and I'm gonna do it diagonally forward. That's part 1. Now for part 2, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna extend my leg halfway through. After I've touched the ball, I'm gonna extend my leg. What's gonna happen is the ball is gonna flick up, and it's gonna travel into my foot, and it's gonna change direction. Like that. This move you can use in a lot of different ways. You can get under it and you can put it high. Whoa, just like that. You can put it over a defender, you can put it over a goalie, you can shoot from it, you can score from it. This is a crazy move. You could also use it as a flinch. Oh, hey there, Bill. Oh, no, It's not there. So it's a great move to use. However, the A-dub is something special because third and final step makes this 10 times harder. So what we're gonna do it on our weak foot and then on our strong foot. Ooh. That was a snappy one. However, a pro tip, when you do this, practice it the way that I practice it. I always did the first one on my strong foot and I would get under it. If you find it hard to get it off the floor, you need to get it in the right place for A-dub. When you do the first flick up, it's super important because you want it to come up and you want it to land in front of you. You don't want it to go too far away or too high because you won't be able to control it with the second one. So if it went over there, that's not too bad. However, if I put it up, I will never be able to do the second part of the A-dub there. So how I would recommend doing it, the best way to do it is to do it with your strong foot first, and then we're going to be ready to do it with our weak foot. You should of course already practice this move on your weak foot so you can do it off the floor, just like so. However, to hit your first A-dub, I recommend definitely starting with your strong foot. If you do this at the end of a combo, man, it looks crazy. Definitely recommend. One of the favorite times I've actually seen this done was by Anthony from Panna. You know him, he was on my page, he was our insane channel, and his combo looked like this. I remember it from years ago because it was crazy. And because all of you love challenge me, I want to see how many A-dubs you can do in a row. You know, how many can you do in a row? Here's one of my attempts. Okay, so that is it for today's tutorial. I hope you have enjoyed it. I hope you have learned something. If you have, make sure you smash that like button. And of course, do not forget to subscribe because there are crazy things happening on this channel. I have just competed at the World Champs. I'm in Prague. And on the weekend, I am competing at another World Champs in Copenhagen. It's going to be huge. It's going to be a massive event. However, I have some sad news. Because I'm competing and Bill's competing, and we're taking this really seriously. We're not going to be editing from now on. We're fully focusing this week, so there's going to be no YouTube video on the upcoming Sunday. I'm sorry for that. And that is because on Saturday, we are competing in the Panna Invitationals World Championships. So wish us luck right now if you think we've got a chance of winning it. I know we have. Team UK is gonna go hard. I'm sorry once again for no Sunday video. However, we will be back and we will be back strong, better than ever, and I'll be showing you what went down at the World Championships. Let's go.